Welcome to the show, everyone.
Hi, Rush. I am so happy to be here.
Today, we have a very special topic.
It is something we all use every single day.
That is right. We are talking about our smartphones.
And how to make them our best English teachers.
Most people think they need to study with books.
Books are great, but they can be boring.
But we look at our phones hundreds of times daily.
Exactly. Our phones are always in our hands.
So, how can we use this time for learning?
It starts with a simple change in your settings.
Changing the language of the phone?
Yes. Change the system language to English.
That sounds very scary for a beginner.
I know. I was very afraid at first too.
What happened when you changed your phone to English?
I felt a bit lost for the first hour.
Did you want to change it back immediately?
I did. But I decided to give it a shot.
To try it out and see what happens?
Yes. And I realized something very interesting.
Tell me more about that realization.
I already knew where all the buttons were.
Because you use your phone every day, right?
Right. I know the top right is save.
And the bottom left is usually cancel.
Exactly. So I was learning the English words easily.
You were connecting the action to the new word.
That is the best way to learn.
It is like living in an English-speaking country.
But it is just in your pocket.
What are some common words you learned this way?
Words like settings, brightness, and privacy.
Those are very useful words for digital life.
I also learned notifications and software update.
Do you think this works for everyone?
If you are level A2, you can do it.
It is a great way to step out of your comfort zone.
Yes, doing things you are not used to is important.
It makes your brain work a little harder.
But not too hard. It is just a small challenge.
What about the computer? Should we change that too?
If you use it for work, be careful.
I see. You don't want to make a mistake at work.
Right. But your personal laptop? Absolutely.
It helps you stay on the right track with your goals.
Exactly. You are doing the right things for your progress.
Now, let's talk about social media.
This is where the real magic happens.
We spend so much time scrolling.
We scroll on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
The phone shows us what we like.
That is the algorithm at work.
Can we train this algorithm?
Yes, we can teach it to show us English.
How do we start training it?
First, you must follow English-speaking creators.
Which creators do you recommend for A2 learners?
Look for people who speak clearly.
Like cooking channels or travel vloggers?
Yes. Cooking is great because they show the food.
So you see the onion and hear the word onion.
Exactly. It is very visual.
What is the next step for training the algorithm?
You have to like the English videos.
Even if I don't understand 100% of it?
Yes. Liking tells the app I want more of this.
What about the not interested button?
Use it for videos in your native language.
Wow, that is a bold move.
It feels strange, but it works very well.
Soon, your whole feed will be in English.
You won't even realize you are learning.
You are just enjoying the content.
And bit by bit, your listening improves.
I love how you say bit by bit.
Small steps lead to big results, Rush.
That is a very good point.
I also suggest writing small comments.
Even simple comments like "great video"?
Yes. Or I love this recipe.
It helps you practice writing in a real way.
It does. And sometimes people reply to you.
That must feel amazing.
It really does. It's real communication.
Let's move on to our next big point.
Let's talk about tools for your browser.
Many people use Google Chrome or Safari.
There are amazing extensions you can add.
Like dictionary tools?
Yes. There is one called Google Translate.
How does that help a learner?
You can double-click any word on a website.
And the translation pops up?
Exactly. You don't have to leave the page.
That is so much faster than a book.
It makes reading English websites a piece of cake.
Something that is very easy to do.
Right. It takes the stress away.
Are there tools for watching videos too?
There is a tool called Language Reactor.
I have heard of that one.
It shows 2 sets of subtitles on Netflix.
English and your native language at once?
Yes. You can also hover over words for meanings.
That is a game changer for movies.
It really changed how I watch TV.
Do you use it every time you watch?
Only when I feel like learning.
Sometimes you just want to relax, right?
Exactly. You don't always have to study.
But it is good to have the option.
Another hack is using your voice assistant.
You mean like Siri or Alexa?
Yes. Set them to English.
Then you have to speak English to them.
It is great for practicing pronunciation.
What if they don't understand you?
Then you try again. It's good practice.
They are very patient teachers.
They never get tired or annoyed.
I often ask my phone for the weather.
Try asking in English tomorrow morning.
I will give it a shot.
It feels very cool when it works.
I can imagine the feeling of success.
It makes you feel like a pro.
Now, let's talk about the frustration.
Yes, we must keep an eye on our feelings.
We need to watch how we feel carefully.
Because learning can be very frustrating.
What do you do when you get angry?
I remember why I am doing this.
To improve your life and your career?
Exactly. And I take a break.
Breaks are very important for learning.
If you are too stressed, you learn nothing.
What if you can't find a setting?
You can always change it back for a minute.
Change it back, find the button, then return?
Yes. No one is watching you.
It is not a test. It is a tool.
That is the perfect way to say it.
How long did it take you to feel comfortable?
It took about 2 weeks.
2 weeks is not very long.
After 2 weeks, I got the hang of it.
You learned how to do it well.
Yes. Now, I don't even notice it.
Do you still use your native language sometimes?
Of course. I speak to my family.
But your digital life is English.
Most of it. It creates an English bubble.
I love the idea of an English bubble.
You are surrounded by the language.
It makes learning feel natural, not hard.
That is the secret to habits.
Making it so easy you can't fail.
Exactly. You don't need discipline as much.
Because the English is just there.
Right there on your screen.
Let's summarize our steps for the listeners.
Step 1. Change your phone to English.
And don't be afraid if it feels weird.
Step 2. Follow 5 English creators.
And like their videos to train the app.
Step 3. Get a translation extension.
For your browser on your computer.
And step 4. Be kind to yourself.
Don't get upset if you don't understand.
Just keep going. You are doing great.
This has been so helpful, Anna.
I hope it helps someone today.
I am going to change my settings now.
Did you change your mind about it being scary?
Yes, I decided it is worth the risk.
That is the spirit, Rush.
Let's look up some English creators together.
I can show you my favorites.
That would be wonderful.
We can call it a day after that.
Yes, we have shared a lot of information.
It is time for the listeners to act.
Don't just listen. Do it.
Small changes, big life.
Thank you for joining us, Anna.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you to our listeners.
See you next time.
Keep practicing and stay curious.
Bye everyone.
Wait, I have one more question.
Sure, what is it?
What if my friends message me in English?
That would be even better.
But what if I can't reply?
Use your new translation tools.
Right, I can use them for messages too.
See? There is always a way.
Everything is connected in our digital world.
It is up to you to use it well.
It is my decision to learn.
And you are making a good one.
I feel very motivated now.
I can see that in your eyes.
Okay, now we can really finish.
Happy learning, everyone.
Goodbye for real this time.
Bye-bye.
Actually, let's talk about podcasts too.
Oh. Podcasts are another great tool.
Like the one we are making now?
Exactly. You can listen while you walk.
Or while you are on the bus.
It makes your commute very productive.
I love listening to stories in English.
Stories are easier to remember than grammar rules.
I completely agree with that.
So, keep listening to English podcasts.
It helps your ears get used to the sounds.
The more you hear, the more you know.
It's like a superpower for your brain.
A very quiet and easy superpower.
Is there any last app you love?
I love apps that let you write journals.
Writing about your day in English?
Yes, just 2 or 3 sentences.
That sounds like a great daily habit.
It is. It helps you reflect and learn.
I will try that tonight.
Great. Tell me how it goes later.
I will. Now, let's wrap it up.
Take care, everyone.
See you in the next episode.
Keep shining.
Before we go, remember one thing.
What is that, Rush?
Learning is a journey, not a race.
That is so true and beautiful.
Don't compare yourself to others.
Just compare yourself to who you were yesterday.
If you know one more word, you won.
Every little word counts.
That is the perfect final thought.
I agree. Goodbye.
Goodbye.